this sport doesn't ask you whether you're a woman or not. It just asks for talent. It just asks for you to have the fastest lap, and that has something to do with. I'd love to start every race from the back and fight it out to the front. My favorite driver is Max Verstappen because of the sheer cutthroat competitive spirit that he has. I feel like I identify with him a lot because he doesn't care about what he says. Round one onwards, I was leading the championship.
No woman had ever won the national championship in a car. Maybe because the fast lanes of Madras circuit was waiting for a specific mother of two from Pune to come shatter the records, corner by corner. Meet Diana Pundole, a teacher by profession, the 28-year-old just became the first ever Indian woman racer to win the national championship, driving around in the MRF Saloons category at the Indian National Racing Championship 2024.
I was thrilled. I honestly couldn't believe it. In fact, I was so focused on the championship, I didn't even know that when I got out of the car, the first thing the media guy told me was, "Do you realize that you've made history? You're the first woman who's won a saloon car championship." And I said, "Oh, yes, I didn't strike me." This year I did the saloon category, which is a one-make series where all the participants are driving the same car basically. I've never been able to have any other thoughts in my head except for the racetrack at that point. This is probably why I am the fastest in the fastest corner in Madras International Circuit.
The love for all things fast evolved from a routine of watching F1 races with a car and racing around in the go-kart circuits for fun. But a chance to drive it out real time came by chance.
Racing was always part of us as a family. You know, we used to watch Formula One every Sunday. My father was a really big fan of racing. All of this came about in 2017 when there was a national talent hunt for women in motorsport, all countrywide, and they invited girls who simply knew how to drive. Back then, there was no real exposure to racing, I'd say, especially amongst Indian women and Indian culture, society. Nobody really knew, neither did I, while growing up, that actually there was something you can do professionally in the field of racing in India. So when I saw this ad on Facebook, you know, I just put it past my family and they said, "Yeah, okay, why not? Give it a shot." So it was this competition that they held over 3 days in Coimbatore at the Curry Motor Speedway, and about 200 women showed up to this talent hunt, and they went through some training, and then they had shootouts. There were supposed to be 6 winners, and the 6 winners would be part of an exclusive women's racing team in the national championship that year. So yeah, I was among the top 6 and I won the championship. As for me, I started my career with single-seater racing, which is, you know, like a smaller Formula One car. It was called the FLGB, and it's something like the Formula 4 car in Coimbatore. I did that for 2 years, and then I moved on to saloon cars in the Madras Motorsport Club's Madras International Circuit in Chennai. And that was it. The 2021, I did the Polo Cup Championship, after which I did something called the Indian Touring Cars and Indian Junior Touring Cars category, which is ideally modified cars.
Questioned, written off, shunned for being a female in the male-dominated sport, Diana Stiles, as she flew to the checkered flag, wrote a victory symphony that starts a new tale for women's racing in India.
You know, women on the track are usually taken for granted that, oh yeah, of course I can overtake, she's a girl. So I've had that. I've been in situations like that over the past many years. I had to work towards fighting it out, just like them, sometimes even harder than them. Yes, because you know, I was written off just because I was a girl, and you know, told you simply don't know how to race. But the whole point of this is that when you're wearing a helmet, you don't get to complain, you know. You can't go to race control and say, he did this to me because I'm a girl. I can't do that. And I have never done that. I've never thought of myself as a woman in a male dominated sport, because this sport doesn't ask you whether you're a woman or not. It just asks for talent. It just asks for you to have the fastest lap, and that has something to do with, you know, your brain power. It has nothing to do with anything else. No gender, nothing. So now that I've conquered the first championship, my aim is to keep going for championships, keep taking it corner by corner, lap by lap, race by race, and clinch as many championships as I can. So whether it's in Madras, whether it's in Coimbatore or the Buddh International Circuit or abroad, I think I will take it corner by corner, lap by lap.